Hey, thank you for taking the time to view my video. Today we'll be discussing this awesome TMNT Leonardo statue. I picked up this file from Yosh Studios. You can find the link to their page below in my description. They create very detailed helmets, statues, and other props. If you get a chance, check out their page. I'll break this video into two parts because we all hate long videos. But stick around and enjoy the journey with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. When printing figures or statues, I prefer to use one of my resin printers. The resin printers provide more details to the final product. I used the Elegoo Saturn to print this project. To start, I loaded the file into Lychee Slicer. I started with the turtle shell / body. It's a little bit easier to maneuver this one around, so I started off by using this. You can see it right here. If you're feeling a little bit lucky, you can use this feature here at the bottom. And if you hit that I'm feeling lucky button, it automatically generates supports, a raft, and pretty much orient your file if need be just to get in the proper position. I won't use that feature today. I'll just go ahead and do everything manual so you guys get an idea of how this works. So when you get over to this section over here, it'll allow you to put supports and everything in your system. I started off by using a raft. I prefer to use this one over here. It adheres to the plate a little bit better. Then went back over here, and like I said, I went with heavy supports for this item. When I did medium supports the first time, it was a little bit too heavy, or not heavy enough, and the item just fell. So that's why I went back in and I printed it again, but this time around I used the heavy supports because the medium supports did not work. The shell was a bit too heavy. What I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and hollow out the item. This will, of course, allow us to use less resin and make the item a lot easier to adhere to the system because it's not as heavy anymore. Here's what it'll look like after being hollowed out. Pretty much empties out the entire unit itself. You'll go back over here because you need to add in drainage holes so the resin can actually drain out of the project itself. So I actually added it to the bottom right or left of the shell. As you can see here, I kind of just zoomed in a little bit and added one in. I usually do this before I add supports, so it's a lot easier to add in drainage holes. So it's just a peace of mind. If you want to not avoid all these supports, you can zoom in and add one right there, and then you can go from there. I was looking for such suction holes. It just basically means if there's areas where adding a hole would add better drainage, you can. You don't need to worry about that one on the bottom. It's just because I'm not adding a hole to the bottom of the shell, but the rest of it seems fine. So you can go from there. Once that's all said and done, I just go through and just review everything, make sure everything's correct. Then you just hit that export button right over here. Move over to the right that you see all over here. Make sure you check out the time and everything. And then you just hit that export button that you see right there. Once the printing was complete, I placed the figures in an iso-alcohol bath in my Elegoo Mercury wash and cure machine. I let the machine clean the print for about 10 minutes. This will take off any additional resin off the figure. Once completed, I dried off the print and let it cure in the sun outside. I followed the same steps for the remaining pieces of the figure. Once I had all the pieces printed, I sprayed them with a black primer to start the painting process. In this video, please drop a like and subscribe. I'll be going over the painting process in the next video. Thank you again for taking the time to view my channel.